You ever watch something so beautiful that you're just completely lost in it, but then if someone asked you what it was about, you'd have no idea what to say? Well, that is the exact feeling you get watching a film by the Quay brothers. So today, we're going to dive into this incredible world of beautiful, baffling animation and try to get a handle on their unique magic.
This quote from critic Michael Atkinson just nails it, doesn't it? He's talking about their most famous film, Street of Crocodiles, and how it leaves you with this deep, personal feeling of connection, but it just completely defies any simple explanation. It's that paradox, that feeling of getting it without literally getting it. That's what we're going to explore.
You know, that first time you see a Quay brothers film, it's a real wow moment. You are just completely smitten by the poetry of it all. The textures, the way things move. You might see a bunch of old screws that seem to have this mischievous life of their own. Or maybe puppets made from old light bulbs that somehow feel incredibly sad. You just know you've seen something profound. But what on earth was it?
To get any closer to the work, we've got to meet the creators. And as you can probably guess, they are just as unique as their films.
Okay, so get this. Stephen and Timothy Quay are identical twins, and they work so closely together that it's basically impossible to tell who did what. They are, for all intents and purposes, a single, four-handed filmmaker. It's like one creative mind in two bodies, producing these singular, haunting visions. It's pretty wild.
And that shared mind pulls from this incredible pool of influences. You've got writers like Kafka, and you can really feel that sense of anxiety and alienation in the jerky movements of their puppets. Then there are artists like Joseph Cornell, who made these amazing little worlds inside boxes, which is a lot like the Quay's miniature sets. Throw in the dream logic of surrealism and the moody, distorted look of German expressionism, and you start to get a picture of how this rich, kind of eclectic mix creates their signature style.
So let's talk about the how. Their whole artistic mission really isn't about telling stories with people. It's about finding the secret, hidden life in things that shouldn't be alive. And this leads us to the big question, which really guides our whole explainer here. How do they do it? Seriously, how do you make a rusty screw seem like it has feelings, like it's moving you emotionally? What kind of a universe has to exist for a screw to truly live? That's the fundamental mystery they're playing with in every single film.
Well, part of the answer comes from this really early idea in film theory. Way back in 1919, this guy Vachel Lindsay pointed out that a camera has this weird power to make objects feel more important than people. The Quays basically took that idea and just ran with it, making their puppets and dust and forgotten little machine parts the true heroes of their stories.
The method they use is called object animation. And let's be clear, this is not CGI. This is a painstaking, frame-by-frame process of moving real, physical things, sculptures, puppets, whatever they find, in front of a camera. And with this technique, they take things that are supposed to be still, like sculpture, and they set them free. They breathe a secret life into them.
All right, so we know who they are and how they do it. Now let's talk about the what. What are these unsettling, dreamlike worlds they create actually like?
And for this part, our guide is Suzanne Buchan's incredible deep dive into their work, which she called the Metaphysical Playroom. I mean, what a perfect title, right? It just perfectly captures their whole vibe. It's like a space where huge philosophical ideas are treated like toys.
Buchan's work gives us some great vocabulary to describe what we're seeing. Their films almost always happen in these maze-like, labyrinthine spaces. They're these tiny, decaying miniature worlds. You're never really sure where you are. That's spatial uncertainty. And she has this great term, the animated architectural uncanny, which is that creepy feeling when a familiar room suddenly feels totally alien and alive. And of course, these worlds are filled with strange puppets and these metaphysical machines that just seem to run on a logic from another dimension.
Which brings us right back to where we started. We've looked at the who, the how, and the what. But maybe, just maybe, the real key to understanding the Quay brothers is to embrace the art of not knowing. And hey, don't take it from me, take it from them. They say their goal isn't to be obvious, to hammer nails into a subject. It's to suggest, to create a mood. For them, the best art comes from knowing how not to know. They deliberately leave these gaps for us, for our own minds to wander around in and try to figure things out. So maybe that's the big takeaway here. What if that initial feeling of being baffled isn't a failure on our part? What if that's the whole point? The Quay brothers' films don't give you neat and tidy answers. Instead, they give us this rich, mysterious playground to ask better, deeper questions about what it means for anything, a puppet, a screw, anything at all, to truly be alive.